What is good, everyone, and welcome back to the Water Boys channel as we wrap up an exciting game as the Chiefs take a thriller 34-28. You know I'm hyped. Gotta catch my breath. My heart is beating like crazy, but I had to get this out. It's gonna be a quick one because I gotta go see Spider-Man, so gotta wrap it up. But I need this instant reaction to let you know how I am feeling about this game. But before I dive into any of that, please be sure to subscribe to the channels, because we're going to have more Chiefs live takes, more Chiefs reactions, anything you want, KC, I got for you. And without further ado, let's dive in. So yes, like I mentioned, the Chiefs take a thrilling 34-28 victory in OT. As exciting as it was, the first half started out like really shaky, but to KC standards, they do what they normally do. They came out hot. First drive, they were moving the ball, doing what they always do, and they scored on their first series. I want to say it was. I think the first series it was. And Burton actually converted on a 4th and 1. Then he got a 3rd and 10 touchdown. He's been looking really good. He reminds me of Anthony Sherman, and that's gonna be clutch down the run. Definitely when it becomes December type football, which we are in, but also in the playoff run as well. And he looked really good as well. But the two big key components that looked great, definitely down the stretch, is who we've been missing throughout the season is a Tyreek Hill and a Travis KELCE. And KELCE didn't come on till later on, but he came when it mattered most. But let's talk why this game ended up looking the way it looked. And that's because the Chargers basically kind of handed it to him. And we know what kind of coach Brandon Staley is. He's a very aggressive coach. And 4 possessions in a row, and the 5th one, they should be able to put points on the board, take field goals and things like that. But KC's defense in this game proved they were legit. They were like Showtime. They were the reason why they won this game, because I even tweeted, which I'll post as well, that Mahomes was the reason they were losing the game. And like he had like very bad passes that were low, very bad interception, and then a fumble as well. And it's like he just wasn't looking like himself till it came crunch time. But before we go to crunch time, let me praise the defense like I am, because, man, in the red zone, like 4th and 1s, 4th and 2s, they were stopping them. And that was something different from the first game in Arrowhead, because they were getting them. They were converting every single time. And they thought they could do that again, but this defense proved we are better than that this time. It's not going to happen. And then also, too, when you think they're finally going to do it, Joshua Kelly on the 2-yard line tries to dive over, and then Ben Neiman just like knocks it out. And then I want to say it was either Mike Dana or Wharton, whoever covered it, and it was just amazing. That was like to take a huge lead. And then, of course, like I said, Mahomes wasn't looking like Mahomes 2 plays later. Throws a little dump off, and it's picked by 42, which has his first interception of his career. One, I was like, he made that throw earlier too, which should have been picked. And it's like he was throwing risky throws here, in, and out. And then, of course, you can't depend on the defense to do it every single drive. So they did give up the touchdown. And we're just like, damn, this looks like it's it. They go up by 8. There's still plenty of time. But the way the offense hasn't been looking, like I said, against the Raiders, they're clutch. They hate the Raiders. They do what they got to do. But we haven't seen it against any other team. Now it started turning. And where it started turning was when KELCE, and this one messed me up completely, when he ran 77 yards downfield. The flag comes out. I'm like, we got a holding. But it wasn't. It was actually a flag on the Chargers. And then they score, I want to say, it was a Tyreek Hill touchdown, beautiful catch, laser. And then I'm like, yes, let's go. But I think that was the tie of the game. Yes, it was. And then, sorry, I'm jittery. I'm running through it, but got to get this live reaction out. Then the defense, I don't know if they were on the field too much or how it was or what was going on, but then they give a touchdown on the next drive. And Mahomes looks like Mahomes. Second drive, again, managing the game, running downfield. He finally used his legs, which we were so used to seeing prior years, and then we didn't see it this year. And then he runs for 32 yards, and then he gets the ball back in the end zone. This offense was looking as old. These last 3 drives is what this offense was all about, and definitely in overtime as well. Hill comes up clutch. He was hurt on the sideline, comes in like a couple plays later, makes a 24-yard catch. And then the next play, KELCE said that's all she wrote. That's the KELCE we're used to seeing. Like, even in this game too, and that might have been what turned him around as well. When it looked like he fumbled and then his butt touched the ground, I think he was pissed because he thought it was a fumble, but he got lucky because his ass did touch the turf, and he ended up having an amazing game, actually a career game for him, over 190 yards. Hill, 13 catches, over 140 yards. These two showed out, and it was amazing to see. And like I told you, this game was very, very crucial because whoever wins this game basically is going to take the AFC West. Yes, we don't know what these next 3 games are going to do down the line, but for KC, they're winnable games against the Steelers, Bengals, and Broncos. They should all be W's, but again, you never know what happens, definitely with COVID down the line, injuries, and things like that. And Chargers, I think, what did Tim mention they have? We're going to go back to the video, but it was like the Texans, Raiders, and Broncos. Like, those should be all dubs for them as well. So, this was the AFC West on the line. Definitely if the Chargers won and they sweep the Chiefs, Chiefs weren't coming back, and that would have took the number 1 seed, especially away from KC as well. Now, Saturday becomes more interesting because Colts. I'm going to be a Colt fan on Saturday. Let's knock off New England and then Pittsburgh. Not next week. This week, I'm a fan of y'all as well. Let's knock out Tennessee. Why? Because KC will be a new number 1 seed in the AFC. This game was thrilling. The thing I'll be most scared about as well. But again, Chiefs played like people are going to be like, Chargers should easily won and things like that. But remember, Chiefs were missing Willie Gay, Snead, and Jones. And they took advantage of that completely. Ran up the middle, threw passes to the running back, which Gay would normally covered, and Snead's presence, which was missed as well. So it could have been a different game with all 3 of them out there, and they still managed to pull out a W with 3 stars missing is amazing. So I'm scared because we'll probably see this team again in the playoffs for a 3rd matchup, and it's going to be exciting. It's going to be thrilling, and hopefully we don't, because I would be most afraid of them and the Colts. And we'll just have to wait and see. But right now, take it week by week and enjoy this ride because it's been fun. But with that, let me know down in the comments below who you think's taking this division, because it's already wrapped. So y'all better be putting KC on the road. But as well, do you think KC's going to lock up that number 1 seed as well? People left them alive for way too long, and now they're here, bucking off 7 in a row, 10-4. Home field advantage is coming. I feel it. I feel it. Let's go Indy. Let's go Pittsburgh. With that, I am checking out because I got a movie to catch. See y'all.